Welcome to another episode of the Back Catalogue podcast. This is the podcast where we, and by we, I mean me, Appo, and my co-host / co-founder Vincent. We dive into Disney Plus streaming service and we tell you, the listener, and the viewer, what is worth it and what is not. And today we're back into the what if universe, Vincent.
What are Mick and Ori doing in this place?
Is there dirt? Is there dirt over there?
I don't know what's going on.
Hey, look, this is what I wanted to say up top, Vincent. I don't know if you, I haven't spoken this through with you yet, but I'm going to say it anyway, Vincent. Look, right now, this is a shout out to all the people that are on the Patreon at this very moment, but also you could be on the Patreon sometime soon, because let me tell you, we have got approximately, if not over 60 pieces of content. And by pieces of content, I mean, there's a bonus podcast every week, right? 30 to 45 minutes of bonus content. There's bloopers from the YouTube videos. We're talking bloopers. We're talking uncut, unfiltered bloopers from the YouTube videos. Vincent and I have our own podcast on the Back Catalogue Podcast Patreon. All of that for just $2. Hey, bro, you could do $2 and quit before the month. You could do the $2 thing, quit before the month, just to give it a free trial.
That's better than that pastrami sandwich that I had on Sunday.
Dude, it's not better. Yeah,
the Reuben.
It can't be better than that.
Reuben? What did we have?
We had a Reuben, yeah.
We
didn't have pastrami.
Corned beef.
Corned beef. But here's the thing, right? I know that some of you are on particular services that their terms and conditions are now changing. So now your money is going to waste over there. So why not bring your money over to here?
Bro, our terms and conditions don't change.
They don't change, bro. It's going to be $2.
You pay $2 and you get all the content.
Dude, you get all the content.
The only thing that changes is you just get more content.
You just keep getting it. That's the thing. It keeps coming out. And the more people that are on there, the better the content that we can put on there as well. Or at least the more diverse content we can put on there. Because then we can do Patreon specific videos.
That's right. And see what you guys want. Anyway, should we get it? Should
we get it? We're doing What If today. We're doing season 1, episode 2. What if T'Challa became Star-Lord?
Yes.
Or became a Star-Lord.
A Star-Lord.
Now let me just hit you with the synopsis and then Vincent, we will get into this. The rough and tumble space pirates known as the Ravagers abduct T'Challa instead of Peter Quill. Dude, that's where we're at.
Yeah, so this comes out, this is we were talking about earlier about outsourcing.
Yeah.
So someone had talked, what's his name? Russell.
Yondu.
No, Russell, what's his name? Kurt Russell.
Oh, okay.
Had instructed Yondu to pick up his son, Peter Quill, from Earth. But Yondu had outsourced it with Fiverr. Where some guy was going, dude, I'll pick up any child of a celestial being for $15, all right?
Dude, that's straight up, like, for those who don't know, that's computer science things, I'm assuming. I don't actually know. It's marketing things.
That's just
marketing.
Fiverr is just you get anyone to do whatever you want.
Dude, you want to get someone to do whatever you want? We should one episode just have some people on here from Fiverr. Just do the podcast.
I do your podcast for you. Maybe we should go on Fiverr. That way you can get paid for doing things.
How funny would that be if we went on there and we just say, we'll do your podcast for you? You'd get logged into some like neo-Nazi business. You'd end up getting put into something wild.
You would.
It's like, yeah, we want to say all these things, but we don't want to put our faces on it. Right, we'll do it for you. Oh my God, what have we got into? We're just
$6 each, we'll do it.
We're just in this room where there's just heads with guns just looking at us. We're like, what have we gotten ourselves into? Anyway, welcome to another episode.
Oh man.
But yeah, that is the one big difference. So instead of Yondu himself going out to fetch Star-Lord, fetch Peter Quill, he sends out the Ravagers to go out, and they end up bringing back T'Challa because he's a human, and they see they see a nose, right. They see lips, they see eyes. They're like this,
and they got cosmic readings because vibranium and whatnot.
Yeah, well, that's exactly right.
So that's the premise.
That's the premise
of how he became Star-Lord.
And this is simply going to be a review as it was last week's. But straight off the bat, what I want to say, Vincent, unless there's some Google questions that you've got here.
I'll get some Google questions. So the first one, I just typed in, what if T'Challa became Star-Lord?
Yeah.
And people also ask, is Challa a Star-Lord?
Yeah, bro, have a look at it.
What's Challa? Is T his first name?
No, I think his full name is T'Challa.
That's what I mean. So who's asking, is T'Challa Star-Lord?
Well, I don't know. What's the answer?
It just says, episode 2, Boseman's T'Challa, aka Star-Lord, is joined by whatever. There's just
Well, that's good.
there's nothing
See,
here.
why does sometimes Google questions not give you the answer?
I don't know, but here we go. This is what we need. Is Star-Lord stronger than Spider-Man? Spider-Man has much greater strength and regenerative abilities than Star-Lord.
That's fair enough.
Dude, there's a celestial Star-Lord. Oh, yeah, that's right, because
Man's his man's son.
Yeah.
Kurt Russell's son.
Why is Star-Lord so weak?
Because he's just a human being at that point.
Star-Lord is also half human, which makes him weak in comparison to Thor. There you go. All right.
Well, that's positive. But really, we wanted to talk about just this as this episode as a whole. And what I wanted to start off by saying is, last week, our biggest qualm of the episode was the fact that it was quite basic in nature. And it was simply a character swap. There was nothing really massive that changed about the universe in that point in time, other than
Which I didn't mind.
Yeah.
I thought that was good, but yeah, we wanted to see more diverse repercussions.
If you're doing a what if thing, you want it to be wild.
I'm looking forward to Marvel Zombies.
Oh, 100%. 100%. We're zombie lovers over at this podcast.
That's right.
We'll watch a zombie movie, we'll be like, well, I enjoyed that, unless it's Army of the Dead, which I didn't really enjoy, but I'll enjoy most of them. But this specific episode showed us that things can change within the universe and can change in both a fun and also hilarious way. Because, you're bringing in a new person into that space, they're obviously going to, it's what's called butterfly effects and whatnot, right?
Yeah, that's
They're
right.
obviously going to be changing a lot, but specifically T'Challa, a man who's just wise with his words, is going to use his words well to...
He's going to use his words. He's going to discuss.
to get people onto his side, which is hilarious. Which to have, not only to have, the first guy who tries to kill Peter Quill in the original Guardians of the Galaxy come on to T'Challa's side, but then to also have Thanos on their side as well.
Yeah, that whole premise was hilarious.
And Thanos is just a dude, and he's like, "Yeah, look, like, mate, I was thinking about it, but I didn't go through with it. I'm all right."
We had a discussion. He thought, maybe we can do other things to balance the universe. I think my favorite part of this episode was there was the recurring joke of, bro, it's still genocide. No, but it's not genocide if it's random. Yeah. Bro, it's still genocide. And he's talking to the people in Wakanda. Yeah. He's going, that just sounds like genocide.
And his response is always that, yeah, but it's random. It's random, so it's fair. One, also, they got Mr. Brolin back to do the voice of Thanos, which is great.
Oh, that's cool, yeah.
Because, that's an amazing voice. You hear Thanos, you're obviously thinking this is a guy who means business. And then to hear him from a comedic standpoint as well was hilarious and made it even more funny. But in this episode, obviously, T'Challa, Chadwick Boseman, this is his final Marvel appearance.
So he did do the voice.
He voiced this. So I felt that this episode was a really, really good one. Not only as obviously, I'm not sure if T'Challa's Chadwick Boseman is going to be back in future episodes. I got something here. Is that why you just brushed?
No.
Oh, you're looking at me like, bro.
I had an itch, right?
You got food here.
No.
Because I've been eating food and I just get it everywhere. But
check out that video on our YouTube channel.
Not only that's probably one of the best videos we've done. I don't know if Chadwick Boseman is going to appear in later episodes. But if this was his final send-off, I think that this was such a lovely way of doing it, because this episode felt like it was just like old friends coming back together. For me, it felt like this is just, hey, this guy's in this guy's in, doing taser faces here. And they're all just having fun in this episode. It seemed like such a fun episode to make. I know that obviously they're not there doing it. They're probably, in their house over Zoom doing this thing. But regardless, it felt like it was a lighthearted and fun episode that I left and feeling like, I was like, this is such a nice way to send off this man's Marvel run. And obviously, he's one of the best ever do it in the Marvel universe. One of the best
ever do it. See, I didn't really like this episode.
But we're not hitting on all cylinders here.
We're not hitting on all cylinders. There were some parts that I really enjoyed, and the humor was good, but I feel like there was so many forced jokes, and the man's at the start who was saying, "Oh, bro, T'Challa, I'm your biggest fan, but I gotta shoot you now."
But then they end up becoming mates,
That's right. But he ended up getting annoying real quick.
Yeah. I wonder if that was done by the same guy as
It
well.
sounded very similar.
Yeah. But no, I can understand that.
But it was just, I mean, and the premise of, they got to do a heist. The heist was really poorly set out, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. Look, I love a good heist. But this was kind of just, yeah, bro, we're doing it. And this, oh, wow, this is happening. And this is happening.
That's exactly what it was.
That's exactly what it was.
And
There's the duck here, bro. He's drinking martinis.
That was-
I've left him now.
10 out of 10, that was pretty funny, though.
That was
how
pretty
the
funny.
duck actually got involved and was just drinking martinis.
Yeah, no, I thought it was a lot of funny parts, but I feel like they just lent too heavily on that. And also, I mean, this is a critical part of something that's, I'm making criticisms on something that's just a lighthearted.
Yeah, but
bro,
you're
this
allowed,
is just animation.
You're allowed to do that.
Nah, bro, I'm not going to do it.
You look at you.
Nah, bro, I'm not gonna do it.
You haven't got 2 jackets on today. You got 1 jacket on, so you're halfway there. But you're a podcaster, bro. You got the headphones on. You got the mic in front of you.
I got the headphones on. That's correct. No, so the thing that I didn't like was, they're talking about how T'Challa discussed with Thanos.
Yeah.
They sat down, over some original Rubens from the Flying Fig.
Oh, bro. If you haven't watched the video, go watch the video. Just click off this video, go watch the other video.
And he's talking about how that he stopped genocide from happening, essentially. And he's out there just reuniting families and picking up lost dogs and bringing health to the universe through his words. And then he's just fighting the Collector.
Yeah. You're saying you would have preferred to have
I would have
seen the other
preferred to,
stuff.
yeah, and maybe there had to be some fighting or something, but maybe I feel like there needed to be more words there to just bring home that point, because you think, bro, he's using his words, but he hasn't used his words in this. He's just using his fists.
Right, yeah, okay. I can see what you're saying. You're saying this is a man who stopped the Mad Titan from doing
and
mad things.
we've seen what's happened.
Yeah. There's been parts where, he's put his own daughter's life on the line, and bro, I got calls coming through. Come on, it's Saturday, bro.
It's
Saturday. I better not get this call. Better not be a
It's going to be a scam call for sure.
I'm not picking it up because if it's work things, then that will be awkward on the podcast. Hey, you're on the podcast. Yeah, we need your help. Oh my god.
Oh my god! Just look at that phone. Oh my god.
So, I do enjoy though. No, I do understand where you're coming from. I keep losing my train of thought. I do understand where you're coming from in regards to this is a character who's been able to create peace through his words.
Yeah, especially after he reconciled with Bucky, because before that, he was a bit more volatile.
But also,
this
is not in the same universe though. They haven't experienced that. So he hasn't gone through all of that. But no, I understand.
But
what
also,
you're saying.
that's what we've seen on screen as.
That's right. As a character.
As a character now, he's a very diplomatic individual. I mean, in saying that, he still kicks the living daylights out of a few heads.
He'll slap a few heads and you get the claws out.
One thing was wild was when Thanos was beating up that guy with the hammer, and he was just throwing other people at him.
That was great, man. I wanted just a Thanos heavy episode, is what I'm saying.
That's what you can do with animation, though.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
And I don't feel bad because, bro, they just can draw them.
But also, you shouldn't feel bad if Thanos threw Peter Parker at someone.
Right, I feel bad.
That's hilarious. If that happened in a movie, I'd be like, this is.
I'm telling you, bro. I've got a lot. I finished The Last of Us Part 2. I felt bad that whole thing, and we'll talk about that in the Patreon because I've got things to say. But
that's also different because that's made to if you see Thanos throwing Spider-Man, Peter Parker, and Peter Parker's like, whoa, I'm getting thrown by Thanos.
Not necessarily Peter Parker. I'm thinking some other man's, not a main character. I'm thinking they're beating up some thugs, and then he just throws some guy and he gets his head knocked clean off. I'm going, bro. What if that guy had a wife?
What if the cartoon man had a wife?
But it doesn't matter. He's a cartoon.
Yeah, okay. But
they could just draw him a wife.
But the wife then will be sad. The wife will be mourning.
Yeah, but they can draw a smiley face on the wife.
That's true. Because that'd be hilarious if it's like, oh, this character just died, and the animator's just like, bro, I have to do it. He just draws the wife, and the wife's like, as the wife's becoming, like, you just hear this cry, like, come out. All these tears come down. So, it rubs it out. Puts a smiley face.
I'm imagining the animator going, oh, bro, all these people are dying. And then he's just got his other screen is just all the families of the thugs. Bro, I can't believe I'm letting down all these people.
I think that, if we get to a point in which we can make YouTube videos of higher quality than just us sitting in my car with a bloody what's that? A tripod, right? We might have to do the thing where it's the hero goes into a spot and he's just shooting everyone. Every time he shoots someone, this just video message come to his phone. He's like, "You killed my husband." Oh, Jesus. But here's the other thing, right? So
it'll just be you know what it'll be. It'll be a thing of a man or it will be a woman. We'll just say a woman because we're talking about the husband thing.
Yeah,
and
it can be a man as well.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. But I'm just saying, for purposes of illustration.
Of illustration, yeah.
So there's an individual that goes with their friends or whatever. They're pushing a kid in a pram and they're at the shops and they go, "Oh, I hope my husband gets home from work early tonight. I'm going to make him a really nice dinner or we're going to go out for dinner or something." And then it cuts to Peter Parker punching this dude, smacks his head on a wall, just lights out.
Yeah. I mean, don't get involved with like bad things. But I mean, do you know that they're bad things when you're in there? We've said that many times.
We've said that many things, you know?
We've said that many
Everyone
things.
thinks they're the hero of their own story.
So this is what I wanted to say going back to, I understand what you're saying in regards to T'Challa. We've seen him being a more diplomatic person who has chosen the path that doesn't lead down a violent death, like one that
especially
one that's filled with
this
death.
character. The whole thing was, bro, he's reunited worlds because of his words.
Yeah, that's right. But at the same time, Vincent, I get to see Benicio del Toro, obviously animated, but like 8-pack muscles, big chest.
Oh no, that was
just smacking folk
That was
around,
unreal. He's using different. I thought he was. I like when he used the Hella
Yeah, that was cool.
horns. I thought that he was going to get the hammer out or something.
Oh man,
Bro, I thought Chadwick Boseman was going to get the hammer
that would have been wild.
when him and Yondu were fighting, and they smacked and the collector smacked both of them. I thought they were going to be smacked next to the case, and he would have picked up the hammer.
Yeah, and Yondu would have like picked up the shield, and his hammer and shield. Bro, that's crazy. That would have been wild. But also, that is the part that I enjoyed, where it was just like, this is.
That was a weird stomach noise.
That was some crazy noises. This is a cartoon. This is just people getting thrown around, people getting beaten up. Yes, we could be sitting here and we could be making, heartfelt not only heartfelt animations, but also heartfelt stories. But this is just what if, T'Challa was a Star-Lord.
That's right. Yeah, it's lighthearted. I know what you mean.
And I'm assuming now that I think about it and I take that step back, I'm hoping that that's what it's going to continue to be. Because I don't want to see, what if Tony Stark was still alive? Oh my God, it's so sad. That
Just
Tony
him with
Stark-
his family for 25 minutes. That's it.
I don't want to be there and be crying.
What if he didn't do the Mobius strip with Tony Hawk with the time machine,
Yeah, that'd be a good episode though. And it'll be just the Avengers like knocking on his door. It's like, we know you have the Mobius strip in there. Open up. And he's just, saying 3,000 business.
That's right.
But
go away. You suck 3,000. That's what he's saying.
I don't want to go into, not that I'm not, obviously I'm manly enough to, I'm not one of the people that I'm too manly to cry. But I don't want to be going into like a lighthearted animation and then just be stopped and be like, bro, I'm crying now. This is 30 minutes and I'm crying now,
Yeah.
I think these are going to be just fun because they don't lead to anything, obviously, because it's what if.
Yeah.
They're going to be fun episodes where you're just like, hey, this is just fun. I'm sitting here for 30 minutes. I'm with my friend here. I'm laughing. She's laughing. He's laughing. They are laughing. Everyone's laughing,
Yeah,
right?
So I was just on my couch by myself.
I mean, I didn't have people with me either, my partner. Okay. But I'm just saying, if my friends were watching it as well.
If I had friends and they were watching this with me.
Yeah, dude. If we had friends, like, we'd get more clicks on this podcast.
Yeah, absolutely. Because more people would be inclined to click on it.
Yeah.
Because they were like, oh, this is my friend.
This is my friend.
Farewell.
Yeah.
So one other thing is I watched the intro again. That's the worst intro of anything I've ever seen.
I will say that it's not that good.
I'm the watcher. I watch things. I don't touch. My mum said, look, don't touch. I didn't touch. I just watch. What if?
Yeah. Yeah, that is pretty bad. It's also bad that, like, you go to Wakanda, right? And obviously they want to keep their civilization away, separate from others. They don't want people to know about it. At the start, King T'Chaka was saying there's just nothing but war and craziness out there. We're going to stay in here and live the life that we want to live. but T'Challa can just walk out of the joint.
Yeah, anyone can walk out of the joint.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're going to allow a space in which you want to keep people private, and then kids can just head out there like throwing spears and whatnot, you're going to be running into not only the Ravagers but others.
Wrong.
Like, you're going to be running into what's that lady? Jane Goodall types.
Jane Goodall.
That
Oh,
her name?
yeah.
Yeah.
Gorillas in the Mist.
Yeah, well, I don't know if that was her. I don't think that's her. I think she's still alive specifically. Jane Goodall was the chimpanzee lady, though, I
Oh,
believe.
okay, yeah.
But, you're going to be running into people who are
Is that
within the
Kojo
jungle.
the gorilla? Is that related to that? I don't know.
There's only one gorilla we know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And R.I.P. Because things haven't been good since he left.
R.I.P. Harambe.
Yeah. But what I'm
Okay.
saying is there's going to be people out exploring the jungle.
That's what I was just about to say. Yeah, there's going to be people that are going to stumble in. And yeah, you can be, oh, bro, there's someone close to the thing. Oh, sorry, dude, you can't come here. Why not? Bro, there might be gorillas there. No, the gorillas are that way.
If you
What
go
are they-
around in a circle, like, then you'll get to the gorillas.
Yeah.
No, there's got to be like a Wakandan bouncer being like, hey, can I see some ID? And Jane Goodall's going to be like, I'm just here for chimpanzees, bro. It's like, bro, there's nothing here. Look, it's just open space. Go that way. Go where the trees are, where the chimpanzees are. That's why they're called chimpanzees, because they're in the trees. And, that would work.
Where do they live? In the chimpan trees.
We gotta do a sitcom or something like the chimpan trees, and it's just chimpanzees living in a tree.
Okay. I thought you were going to say we'd end this podcast right now.
Yeah, we should.
I would have agreed with you.
Yeah, we should. But go to watch the Flying Fig View. That was actually pretty good.
All right, is that all?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all.
What if episode 2? We'll be back here same time next week, roughly.
Same time, same place. Farewell.
Farewell. Oh, hold on. We've got things. We got
Oh,
YouTube, we got Instagram, we
Yeah,
got
tell 'em
Twitter.
where to go.
Just follow us. Everything's in the description.
Tell 'em about
in your podcast app of choice, Patreon. I mean, that app already gave you the spiel on the Patreon.
spiel.
Sign up if you'd like. If you don't, your money could be used for other things. We're not the boss of you. You do what you want.
But also, like, what is it going to be used for now? What's it going to be used for now?
Farewell.
Farewell.